Hello everyone, welcome on in and happy Monday. I hope everyone has had a great day or will have a great day depending on your time zone. We are back here again with some Rails of Mourning, our pulp noir campaign. Unfortunately, no Lillith. But fear not, she will be back with a brand new character. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. But she's in the chat, so if you want to say hi to our... I need to remove mail from that list, I just realized. It's sad.
Lillith, we love you.
Yes, but she will be back here with a brand new character soon.
Yes.
Trademark.
Yes. I'm gonna put that there to save it.
That's
And
a good spot of saving that, yeah.
yes. But the music you're listening to right now is by Aaron Kenny. It's called The Black Cat, and you can find it at YouTube's library of royalty-free music. The music and sound effects during the game will be by Sirenscape. Why did you decide to just go blank? I'm gonna fix the thing. It's fine.
Technology.
It's amazing. Yes, music and sound effects during the game will be by Sirenscape. The overlay starting soon screen, character info stuff, and most of the maps were made by me in Incarnate. Our beautiful character art was made by Nathan.
Nathan is amazing and we love him.
Yes. You can find him over there on YouTube. And don't know why Discord decided to show everyone's name tags now, but yeah, it's fine. You can find our stuff over on YouTube as well if you want to check out the previous episodes of this campaign or Eve of Ruin, the latest one that just popped up today. I lost my train of thought. Then you can hop on over to our Discord and talk about it there. We have one of them. And last but not least, if you want to know what you can do to help or hinder the party, you can type in !perks in the chat. In addition, during the month of June, we are raising money towards the Trevor Project, the Trevor Project is an organization that works with suicide prevention and crisis intervention in LGBTQIA youth. As someone who once upon a time, a long time ago, was a youth and is very queer, and this is something that is very close to me, and I hope if you have the money to spare, you consider donating. A donation of $5 or more will enter you into a raffle to win a bunch of Free League stuff. Legal stuff. Free League is not sponsoring. I just bought a bunch of shit that I'm giving away. And also for legal reasons, you can claim a raffle ticket for free for channel points down in the channel point thing. And we have already blasted through all my planned and not planned milestones. And now we're just raising more money for fun. So yes.
I will find another milestone for you, don't worry.
So far, we have dramatic
I'm sorry.
Dramatic reading, horror version of Winnie the Pooh. We have an adventure setting, complete adventure setting. We have the Discord exclusive DM tips workshop thing. And a video essay on various stuff in video gaming. That's what we have so far.
I have a thought for you.
Oh.
You could attempt to crochet one of the D&D, one of our D&D characters.
Would be something. Donate now to see that.
True.
Adana,
Yes.
crochet along Elos. I can give you the fox pattern.
Yeah, that's an idea.
Yeah.
Yes. That could actually really work. Okay, I'm gonna need to do a thing real quick while we go around the table, introduce ourselves and our characters. Let's start with Andy.
Who? Me? Why? Where?
And you.
I have no idea. Who are you people?
Hi.
Where is my horse? Anyways, I will be portraying the illusionist wizard Craren, and today I will bestow upon you the average quantity of bananas you need to eat to get a radiation poisoning, which is approximately 50 million of them. I will, however, think that there may or may not be other health issues long before radiation becomes a concern.
I'd say so.
This is a distinct possibility. All
Considering
right.
my allergy to bananas, I would say so.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Speaking of banana allergies, Terris.
Oh, hi, I'm
Banana.
friendly neighborhood ferret. Banana.
Banana.
Today I'll be portraying Eberron Weaver, the albino drow bard. And did you know that stallions, as in male horses, male rats, male mice, and all male monotremes are the only male mammals that do not have mammary glands? They do not have nipples.
I've never actually thought about it. Not that I have any reason to have ever thought about it.
Interesting.
They do not have nipples.
Does that mean that their their X chromosome, presumably they've got X and Y chromosome? No, which one is it? Yes, Y chromosome
so-
kicks in quicker than it does for humans and other mammals.
Pretty much. Early on in gestational development for mice and rats, they get that testosterone spike before nipples present. And for stallions, it's actually an evolutionary thing because having anything down between the back legs causes chafing and all of that. So they've lost them over millennia. And monotremes are just weird. That's platypodes and
They're just weird.
echidnas. They're just weird. Considering that the females tend to also not have nipples and sort of sweat their milk out on their bellies for their young. So, monotremes are just weird. And Adana is so concerned.
No, I'm trying to figure out the evolutionary benefit.
Well, monotremes lay eggs, so they're just
Exactly.
weird because
What's the evolutionary benefit of an egg-laying species producing milk?
I have no idea. Welcome to Australia.
That should just be your national slogan. Weird shit that might kill you. And that's just humans.
Oh dear.
I'm not gonna say that segue, even though it would have been funny. Psycole.
Say it.
Speaking of weird shit.
Thank you. Thank you.
We love you, Psycole.
I am Psycole. Today I am playing Remus Stodon, the College Star Barbarian Fighter, and I have my dad jokes for you. Is everyone ready? Is everyone
No.
prepared for the groans?
Dun, dun, dun.
Why did the cookie go to the hospital?
Why did the cookie go to the hospital?
Because he felt crummy.
I feel crummy.
Good. What did the baby pufferfish say to his mum? Where's Pops?
That one was actually funny.
And given that we talk about Pokemon on various different occasions, how do you get Pikachu on the bus? You poke him on. Poke him on.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
My brain, my soul is sore.
Listen, we all need to lower the tone when it comes to intelligence in this party. Praran has a lot of carrying to do.
Aaron has an intelligence evade. Also, you need to update my stats.
Yeah, I know. What did you do to your stats?
I'll give you a screenshot.
Nathan.
Hello, I am Nathan, otherwise known as the Art Arcana, and today I will be playing anyway, Romulus, Steldor, the Clash of Hexblade Warlock, and now only Bork of the party.
No.
I have a riddle. What does man love more than life, hate more than death, or sorry, this one's really badly written. You know what, screw that. Let's listen to a different one. I have lakes with no water, mountains with no stone, and cities with no buildings. What am I?
Can you
Can you say that again?
Hang on, I'm putting it in chat. I have lakes with no water, mountains with no stone, and cities with no buildings. What am I? I have written it in the Game Time chat, so I don't know if I can post it.
I know this one.
Alright, well, we're gonna get the answer to that one at the end of today's session. Post your guesses in the chat, and we'll tell you if you're correct at the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, comment section. Yes. And hi, I am Ardana, or Joe, or Oi, you there, since Lillith was in the chat. I am the GM and channel runner around these parts, and I came up with a very bad pun.
Oh god, okay.
Why don't you...
Dare I ask?
Why won't you find that many Billies in IKEA?
Why?
Because they have a very short shelf life. I can see Nathan's pain.
Anyway, moving on.
There's extra pain happening, and it's delicious.
Yes, it was amazing. All right, anyone would give us a recap of what happened last time?
Oh shit, that's my job.
Okay.
What happened last time? Well, we stood on the dock where we are expecting this ghost to arrive, and Flo does some weird, like, blood hunter shit that makes her receive loads of after images of this fucking teeth.
Nurse, he's out of bed again.
Oh crap! Right. Sorry. What happened? No. Fuck. Brain.
I don't know what happened. That's what you're telling us.
Psycole, count back from 10 in your head. Count back from 10 in your head, just slowly, and then restart.
Okay, right, let's try this again.
Okay.
So we stood on the dock waiting for this ghost. Flo does some weird blood hunter stuff and starts to receive loads of after images of this area's history, eventually receiving an image of two people sitting by the dock, with the male of the two reaching out to grab the neck of the lady before pushing her into the lake. We're able to ascertain that the ghost is a vengeful spirit that was killed here, and Flo and Romulus attempt to reenact the action at the dock, at which point the mist that has been slowly building underneath us reaches up to try to grab hold of Flo's boots. The creature effectively forms and screams, and Craren and the twins all collapse to the ground as we realise that we are fighting some sort of banshee. Over the course of several rounds, Oren effectively has to play mass healer and get us all up at various different points to make sure that we were up and about. The Banshee also summons some shadows for us to fight. And once everybody is up, we kind of start managing to deal some half decent damage to it. Remus attempts to do something where he like drags the Banshee away, and then the bitch slips through his rope and returns back to the shore. Anyway, in the process of doing so, we realise that the body of the Banshee is underneath the dock, and we dive down to try and collect it. Although I think during the process, Remus. When Remus comes back up, he turns into, or we established that it's Drummond that was probably the killer, and Remus does something really stupid and use his masquerade tattoo to make himself look like Drummond. At which point the Banshee basically kills him again, with Romulus needing to dive in and help rescue his brother. We managed. Sounds like yeah, it does sound like a Tuesday. Well, today's Monday, right? Well, it's Tuesday for you. I know what you mean. Carry on, brain. Basically, we eventually managed to take the Banshee out, also destroying her real body. Mael eventually searches the corpse, and we find a silver band from Drummond, which we effectively we realise that he probably was engaged, or at least or possibly married to her, and he decided to kill her. We decide it's probably a good idea that we go and rest, given that most of us are on very low hit points. Mostly because there was also a moment where Remus lost control. Craren attempted to jam a potion down his throat to kind of heal him and get him back up again, only for Remus to effectively swipe at Craren and knock Craren back down again. Something about being cursed with but lycanthropy may or may not be good for the party. Keeps coming up for some reason. Don't know. I mean,
yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, just the only time Remus has seems to be able to use it is when he's attacking the rest of the party members. So yeah, all fun and games. Shit. Right. Once we all do our door-based rotational sleep pattern, we decide. Well, Oren and Craren are become absolutely batshit fucking crazy and turn themselves invisible and into the visage of the woman, and basically torture Drummond to death, including a rather delicious slice of the throat with a sharp dagger and a pouring of water from the tankard of endless water over him to make it even more apparent that he was probably the killer. Everyone kind of gets back. We kind of sort ourselves out, and then Oren effectively starts to pass rumours that it's all the Silver Flames doing again, which everyone seems to believe. At which point we decide it's probably best to start making a move, and Mael decides that she's going to leave us, mostly because she needs to find out what the hags are doing with her blood. So I'm sure we will see Mael at some point, but we all say goodbye. And she also asks Craren to send a few messages to Akitis and Yaffe to basically say that she's going home. And we then effectively attempt to move on into the next area, whose name has escaped me. 2 seconds. Is it Frey? No, Ondor. Anyway, any of those letters. Only problem is we are required to show our passports, at which point Romulus and Remus hand over their passports to the person, and we are basically told that she isn't paid enough to deal with Romulus, and that Remus Harry currently has Jalen and a sentinel after him. We are waved through. I am sure that our journey to Arcanix will not be eventful.
I mean, what?
Nah, not at all.
Not at all. Absolutely bliss. No, it's going to be smooth sailing. Mostly because Remus also spent the session killing all of the people on the ship. No, I'm joking. So that we could sail up the coast. Remus wants a boat, okay? Remus wants a boat. The party is denying him a boat.
Unfortunately, I don't think I can find familiar a sentient ship. So.
No, that would be quite
But
cool
that
though
would
if you
be
could.
funny. That would be funny as hell.
That would be.
Yes.
Like a mimic.
Don't say these things. The DM is listening.
I already
Yeah,
gave
Miss
you a
Typing.
flying sentient ship in another campaign.
Hang on. Elios. He can
Helios could-
become the sentient ship.
We could.
No! Bad Romulus. Bad Romulus.
Get the spray out.
I am liking this idea even more. Somehow Remus is beginning to like the idea of a certain ferret that feeds off his frustration.
Oh dear.
All
Now we're
right.
talking about Eloth.
In the world of crazy boats, don't be an enabler, Romulus.
I have no idea what you mean.
Surely, I
All
guess.
right. Well, if we are all as comfortable as we are going to get,
Uh-huh. Sorry.
let me kick Sirenscape real quick. There we go. And let's get started.
Yeah.
Waves roar against sandstone cliffs. The sky is covered in a thick blanket of grey, threatening to let loose a torrent at any moment. The wheels groan, never-ending song of wood on stone on wood, grinding and groaning and shaking. Metal clip on sandstone with each step of the horses, a clip-clop of boredom threatening sanity. A heavy drop hits the canvas. One of the other horses spooks slightly as water hits them, but is quickly brought into control. The road is winding along the lake. Tall cliffs to your right. The lake and its upset waves to your left. What would you like to do as the brain is increasing in strength?
Aaron is driving the cart, so he is probably getting wet right now. He doesn't like that.
I think Romulus is probably just like looking out at the rain. I think he finds the sound of rain quite soothing, and he's probably just caressing his wrist. If the
Yeah, it's been like 2 days at most. The bark is still there.
Out of curiosity,
Mhm.
traveling is a thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Where cart type, sort of escort mission type thing still, correct?
Yes, you haven't reached Arcanix yet.
Uh-huh. And we have just left the city, right?
Yeah, you've traveled for about 5 hours
No,
now.
I'm just saying, more or less just left the city, right?
Yeah.
And this is an open car type thing. It's not necessarily covered in that sense.
Well, you have a canvas cover,
Some
but
of them
that's
are.
it.
But, you know.
Yeah. It's a canvas roof, but that's about it.
Okay. Craren feels that traveling like this is for plebs.
What's the matter, Craren? Are you feeling a bit drowned?
Craren is going to jump off the cart and ritual cast for 1 minute and produce a large quasi-real stagecoach drawn by 4 quasi-real horse-like creatures that appears on the ground in an occupied space of your choice within range. Craren is going to travel in style. Because this stagecoach also has a quasi-real driver that will drive this wherever Craren so happens to decide.
Oren is going to sort of peer over at that and grumble because he has to drive the other cart and he is getting wet.
Oren, do you want to join him?
No. I mean, yes, but no.
I don't mind driving. I'm kind of up here with you anyway, looking out, so I might as well be driving and getting wet at the same time. I mean, it looks comfortable in there, and it's not like you've had a bonk in a little while.
Aaron is going to stare at you for a very long moment, just keeping eye contact.
Well,
And he's
all I'm going to say is...
Shrug and go, fair point.
All I'm going to say is, we were in
you
Xandra.
Really just say that?
Yes!
Just make sure it's not a concentration spell, because I'd hate for you to suddenly just tumble out halfway through, right? In a moment of bliss.
This is a ritual, not a concentration, but you know.
Because I don't know how magic works, but I could imagine it's going to be quite distracting if the two of you are having fun in there. More fan art, please.
Also, I will
Pay me and bring you on.
I will in chat post a thing just for reference. If anyone is wondering, that is a stagecoach.
Chat.
Yes.
Chat.
Game time chat.
Yes.
Yes, I am well aware of a stagecoach. I actually own one.
Yes, but I'm willing to assume boldly so that not everyone knows this.
And also,
that you own one, or that you know what it is.
Please, it's the king's birthday soon. I am fully aware of what a stagecoach looks like.
Yes.
Did the trooping? In fact, we did the trooping of the collar last weekend, didn't we? This weekend.
The weekend that just went, yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, I actually have one of those because I have a pair of twin Shires.
There was a split second where I couldn't tell you talking as Oren or as you.
It's me. Yeah, no, I've got a set of a pair of twin Shires that are 12 now, actually. I've had them since they were weaned, so...
I can't find a good token for a stagecoach.
Mind you, a quasi-real.
God. Okay.
So for reference, that is Astor's Phantom Stagecoach.
Nice.
How long does that last?
8 hours. It has a movement speed, unlike regular horses, a movement speed of 100 feet, and it can travel 13 miles in 1 hour.
Nice.
It's basically a male coach.
I'm just saying.
All right.
So, Oren, Remus is offering to drive so you can go and shack up with Baron.
Well, maybe. You're terrible. I'm taking you up on the offer.
I thought so. It's been a while since Xandrar. Did you get together in Xandrar, or was it like in that weird druids camp earlier? Anyway, I don't really want to know the details. Just give me the reins.
Excellent.
Oh, you can find out the detail in excruciating detail. Just saying.
Yeah,
That's so
Oren's going
weird,
to
I think.
say, excellent. Sorry, was it me?
No, Andy sounds a bit like he's in a can.
And he's going to empty his pockets and give you about 12 sugar cubes.
Thanks. I put one in my
Just
mouth.
No, they're for the horses.
Oh! Right. Okay. Sorry. Didn't think about that.
In case they start looking a little cold or upset.
That's fine. I'll have a chat with him later.
I don't have that ability, so I have to resort to bribery to keep them happy.
True. Oh well. Go and enjoy yourself.
If you need me, just knock.
Oh, I'll do more than knock, don't worry.
Yes, there's a door.
I was thinking more like playing Mario Kart with your horse-drawn cart and the cart that I'm currently driving, but sure, there's a door. Anyway.
Yeah. Oren is going to shout out to Crowan, just stop that thing, let me in, I'm sick of being drenched.
And Cryer will naturally halt the cart and open the door.
I just had this ridiculous image of Oren opening the door and immediately being yeeted in. Just boink.
Yes. It's like, get in here, you are drenched. That's no state for...
Anyone?
Yeah. A distinguished gentleman such as yourself.
Gentlemen, where?
I was thinking more distinguished, but carry on.
Remember who feeds you.
Remember who makes sure that you don't die.
Again.
Me.
Technically, yeah, probably true. Bad example. Normally doesn't make you die. I can't help if the banshee can scream.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, on the road along the cliffside, how to describe that the best? Okay. Remus, just how... Actually, just how much are you paying attention to the road right now?
I'm assuming, because we're all in a caravan, right? So I'm
Yeah.
assuming the horses are basically taking care of themselves, because I don't know whether or not we're at the front or not, but I'm assuming we're kind of... So I am trying as best I can to pay attention to what's going on around us, because that is what my job is.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I may be driving the cart currently, I have no idea what Romulus is up to.
I'm at well, I was probably daydreaming up until the point where Oren kind of got off. So he's probably going to sit.
He hasn't got off yet. He's only in the carriage.
Oh.
Oh, you walked straight into that one. Sorry, I couldn't.
I did. So he's probably noticed that and went to sit next to Remus so that he can help looking out more.
All right. This is very funny for me. Let me check something real quick. All right. And the road seems to almost vanish in a constant drizzle of rain. The sand around you being kicked up slightly by the drops hitting dry and warm dirt. You can hear a little bit of almost sizzling sound. You know that strange noise you get when it rains in summer and it hits like really hot ground?
Mm-hmm.
Not quite
No,
like...
I don't. I live in England.
No, I meant that one day per year this happens.
Oh, you mean the summer we had 4 weeks ago? Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Apparently we're meant to have another heat wave
Oh,
soon.
fun!
Hopefully this one joins you in Sweden's as well.
Yeah, we didn't get the last one at all.
Join us in the fire.
And
No.
could both of you please roll me a perception check?
Why am I rolling with advantage? Oh, yeah, because... Yeah. That's terrible.
I shouldn't have rolled with advantage, but I got a 23 on the first roll anyway.
All right.
I am on it. I got up on it.
As you keep watch, and right before the dull drizzle starts overtaking senses, you notice a bit further ahead that there are several mounds built up along the coastal way. Most of them seem to be like following the outer rim of this this path, but there are also several peeking up from the cliffs above you. And far ahead, you see what looks like a whirlwind starting, currently being dampened by the rain, but it almost seems like dancing back and forth over the path. And then where the this little dust devil, that's the word I was looking for, passes, you see the mounds starting to crack open. And something dark starting to climb out. And Remus with with a 23, you realize that these are probably hatching mounds. And you notice large pincers breaking them apart from inside.
Am I familiar enough with this area to know what this may be?
I'd say yeah. They're probably hibernation mounds for giant scorpions. And the dust devil is currently kicking them open.
I think I found Orange familiar. Oh god.
And you realize in order to get where you're going, you are going to have to pass by them.
Oh god, this is terrible. How long has Oren been in the carriage?
Maybe 20 minutes?
It's fine, they'll be done by then.
Well, one would hope so, but they could be on round 2 by now.
Maybe even round 4, who knows?
It depends on how quickly they like to at what their foreplay is like. I will.
This will remind everyone that this channel is marked mature because we are not.
Far.
Oh, we went there in the first 20 minutes.
I know.
We are starting in the basement. I might climb out at some point. Probably not.
I doubt that.
I mean,
Nope.
I know
climbing
you.
out of the basement will just land you in the gutter.
True. Speaking of gutter, I mentally connect with Kraven because he tends to not block me with random music, and I really don't want to get in Oren's head whilst those two are in together. And I feel like Kraven is the strong silent type, and Oren is the really passionate twink.
Uh-huh.
I'm mildly concerned I'm going to mentally connect with Kraven and it's going to be the other way around. But anyway, I'm going to mentally connect with Kraven. I'm going to say, we have some trouble ahead. I don't know whether or not you two have finished, but we might need your help.
That's bold of you to assume we are doing anything but enjoying the ride and not being outside in the weather.
All I'm going
Dickhead.
to say is ride has got multiple connotations.
Well, when you struggle with more syllables than 2, yes, you have a point. Trouble, you say?
Speaking of points, there are several giant scorpions appearing to be hatching from hibernation pods around us.
Point taken. Crown is going to relay this to Oren. And, yeah.
Oren is going to pull Pierce out of his pocket. You mean like this one, only adult?
Yes, apparently, from the description, big.
Oh, fun.
Do I have time to, as we're starting to approach them, to start ritually casting Speak with Animals?
Sure.
It'll take 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it'll take 10 minutes, and I'll say that you can just about make it there. Or make it in time before you get to the first mound. I put the carts on this map just to show you like the distance. You are currently, well, once you're done with the ritual casting, you will be here-ish.
Sorry, I was just looking something up. I'm not on the right page.
While that's happening, Oren would like to once again cart hop briefly in order to give you access to Pierce, with the understanding that perhaps Pierce, under your direction, can talk to the other scorpions and let them know that we are scorpion friends.
Okay. I actually enjoy that plan.
Yeah, it's a solid plan. All right. This is basically a skill challenge. So we have talk with animals. We have scorpion friend. What would Romulus like to do?
He's not very helpful when it comes to communicating with animals. He's got nothing. So he's just gonna.
If you want animal handling or if you want to see if you can scout ahead to find the best path, are 2 options. But yeah, with a skill challenge, it's basically like for this one, you need 3 successes before 3 failures. So if you could come up with an ability check or skill check, that will help in this situation. Or a spell. A spell also works. Burning a spell I judge as one success. So, because you're using limited resources. Depending on the spell, of course. I'm not gonna just, hi, I cast message. No.
Yeah. Okay, I've got no spells that will particularly help. I can scout ahead and see if there's any route that would be more effective.
All right.
I'm going to assume that Kraran is roughly where he is on the map ish.
I'm gonna move you back here, so you will arrive
I do.
right about
Sorry, go ahead.
there.
And now you moved all of us.
Yes, because I just said that
I
by the
don't
time Remus has finished cast Speak with Animals, you are by the first scorpion.
Yeah. Okay.
I do have a slight question.
All right.
Can a Quetzalcoatlus carry a cart?
That's a lot of C's.
I'd say yes, one cart.
Hang on. I have a backup plan, and he is going to explain this to everybody. That his backup plan is that he polymorphs himself and one by one flies each cart past the danger. It might take several goes.
Okay.
You know, when you have this idea, I do wonder whether or not we should find a way to convert our door into a garage.
What's the plan?
Can we make the door bigger to just roll in the carts?
Can Elios do something with the door, I wonder?
We've not tried.
Okay. No, it's a magical thing, I think, so he can't. Okay, gotcha. So if that's your backup plan, what is plan A?
Plan A is to have Pierce holds up his baby giant scorpion, let them know how well, the others know how well he's being treated, and that we are not a threat and that we should be allowed to pass because we are scorpion friends.
Okay. While you're doing that, I am going
Let's try that first, right?
Yeah. I can scout ahead and see what the deal is up front. Just in case there are any more of those things in wait. But let's do that idea first and see what we can do.
Right. Roll me a perception check. It is going to be sight-based. Yes.
Natural 20!
Yes!
Nice. All right. So, we have Scorpion Friend. We have Scouting Ahead a lot. And what did Crown want to do? Did Crown want to do anything?
Well, they're clearly not humanoid.
No.
I'm just saying, so charm person wouldn't necessarily do much.
No.
I'm just trying for the life of me to find something that would equal friend. But also, I never really understood one of those. How do you envision the shape of a cone? 60 degrees, 90 degrees, 45?
It's... I don't know. They usually make it like a...
Okay, look. If you just look at this, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a... You can see what I'm doing, right?
Uh-huh.
That is a 30-foot cone. 90 degrees.
Okay.
This is a 30-foot cone, 60 degrees. See where I'm going?
Yeah, I would say the second one.
And then you have the 45 degrees that I actually don't like. It's just very narrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
mean-
the 60 degrees one is more what I envision.
Because I can do this and I will still potentially target 4 of them, regardless if it's 60 or 45.
Uh-huh.
Because they don't have any friend things. And so what Andy, is sort of thinking that would make sense for Craren is that he bets that these guys are dumb as rocks. He's going to attempt to scare them away.
Okay.
With fear.
Okay.
You're going to do that.
Because it just says a phantasmal image of the creature's worst fears.
Yeah.
And each creature within the cone must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or drop whatever is holding and become frightened for the duration. And frightened must take the dash action to move away. So, hopefully, as a group, enough of them will be afraid and see, these guys are moving away. Maybe so should we. That's my hope.
All right. Well, let's start with.
So that's 7 of them,
Yeah. Well, let's start with
I think.
Remus. As you arrive where the first of these mounds starting to crack open, you see this enormous creature climbing itself out of it, breaking the sand and strange kind of construction. It clacks its pincers in the general direction of the cart, and you can see it starting to rear up a little bit. And just getting legs out, and you can hear a rattling as the pincer goes up as if ready to sting.
Oh dear.
I call out to it. I say, "Ho, Mr. Scorpion, we are friends." I hope you don't mind, but I have a small distant relation who may wish to convey with you that we are friendly and mean no harm and wish to transit in peace.
Them's be a lot of big words there.
We wish to travel past, and we do not wish to hurt one another. And I'm hoping that we can move past freely with no harm nor foul coming to each other.
Right. What?
You wake up, you don't hurt us, we provide some food.
Yes.
Yes.
Food.
Good. I turn to Oren and I say, how much food have we got that we can possibly give them?
Cran is sadly not having a ox-sized bogulum to toss them.
Looking around, is there anything I mean, we've got food about, and scorpions eat all sorts of things. So, yeah, we could, give them some stuff from the door that we've stashed or whatever. But also looking around, does there seem to be anything relatively large aside from the scorpions that is alive that they might be able to hunt for?
Give me a
Toss
perception
Remus at
check.
them.
Perception or survival check?
What is better for me? Survival is +5. Perception is +5. I will go survival, I think. That's a 9.
It is very difficult to see anything in this rain. You can notice that everyone seems a little bit miserable, scorpions included, but you don't. It seems like most of the tracks have been, if there were any, have been washed away, and whatever lived around this area is probably seeking shelter from the rain.
Alright, so Oren is going to wander out. Yeah, call out the crowd and just Scorpions like warmth. Would it be possible for you to bring out your lovely cube for a while I get some of the quietly vegetables that are about to inspire? The carrots that are a little bit flaccid and things with a few mold spots on them. Put them out there for the scorpions. Maybe some of the meat that's about to turn.
Didn't we have a load of
Natural.
salted fish in the door?
We did have barrels of fish in the door, I think, salted.
Yes. Can we get rid of that? I don't like the fish.
So
Yeah,
fish list is your thing.
Yeah. So what Oren will do is, at that point, have one of you drive the cart, and he's going to make a line of fish, throwing it out of the barrel in a circle around, in a semicircle, so everybody can get in without crowding anyone else, as far as the scorpions are concerned. Let's just make everyone nice and comfy.
All right.
Carnis is going to do his best to ward off, using the heat from the dang cube to ward off the rain.
Okay.
And because Crown doesn't have enlarge or anything of anything of those funny spells, he can't make it larger, and thus warmer.
You may get crowded by scorpions. I've seen mine come to heat sources.
Yeah. When you bring out the heat source, and it doesn't take long at all until you hear a click, 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 as the scorpions just zoom in on you and start just crowding around you. The rest of you just see Karen vanish in this pile of
Crown is fine.
chitin and pincers and the stingers, not like raised in hostility, but like just gently held up so they don't just drag along the ground. And the one that you talk to, Remus, is just standing on the outside. It's like moved closer to Kraran, but it still has its attention on you.
So we can provide some heat, and we will get you some salted fish if that is what you like.
What fish?
Comes from water.
This is water wet, water cold.
This is dried. And I grab some of the fish from the barrel that Oren has, and basically walk it over to him.
Okay.
And I hold it out for it to kind of test.
Pincers up a little bit, just.
I kind of hold it by the tail and just like keep going.
Brings it closer. And you see the mandibles just me.
I love scorpions.
Scorpions are so dirty. As much, you hear this like crunching of fish bones, and it just starts. Fish.
More? Excellent. Aaron, chuck us a barrel. Oh, never mind. I walk over and get the barrel.
Yeah, Orange just. Did you forget that I'm not a lumphead?
That's the last time I offered to let you drive when you're wet. Calling me a lumphead.
I'm sorry.
Orange. Yes. So I basically take the barrel back and as. I kind of put a pile down in front of the guy that's talking, and then the scorpion I've been talking to, and then I'm just like, so, where do you want the rest? You want all of them?
If a scorpion could smile, it would be smiling.
What about everybody else?
We have several barrels.
But I
We
don't
do
know
have
whether or not we've got
seven.
enough for every single one of them to have a barrel to themselves.
I'm gonna roll because this thing is not that smart. I'm going to roll and do a thing. Okay. Let me check something real quick. It's not very bright. Yeah, okay. It's gonna like shove the barrel closer, and then when you continue talking to it, it just releases it, and then it tries to push it closer to the rest of the group and just tips it over, and it just grabs as many as it can in its pincers, just and then skitter away from it. Just fish. Crown, you hear the thump of a barrel and something falling out, and then the attention of the rest of the scorpions just zoop towards the barrel. And give me a dexterity save, real quick.
Oh, no! You're not getting that from me.
Okay.
No.
Oh no.
Crown has illusory self. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I mean, this isn't an attack roll, so yeah, sure, you can get a dex save.
yes. It's more of a, are you getting bumped around by scorpions?
The answer is yes. I'm.
You don't
And
gonna fall
roll,
over.
and roll confirms.
Yes. You're not gonna fall over, but it's more of a of things that just big things moving past you.
Oh,
And it's
nice.
grabbing.
So now the heat isn't good enough.
click, 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 click.
And for a change, I'm not playing a wizard with fire spells in that sense, so I can't really heat things up in that sense.
And you're a little bit like locked in between the group right now.
Yeah, Crown doesn't mind.
But you're not being like thrown around by them in that sense. You're just being like shoved a little bit, and then once each of them get as many fish as they can get in their pincers, they seem to scatter in order to keep their bounty from the others, but they seem to still like keep pretty close to you, but they're not crowding you anymore.
Oh, that's better.
While this is happening, would you allow the rest of the caravan to just ever so slowly start moving away?
Absolutely, you can do that. You can, whoever.
You know, hi, never
Hi,
mind.
bye.
Here, this is food. Food is good. Yes.
Yes.
Sure, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever is on the reins of your cart can lead them away. And with the perception check, Romulus, that you nat 20'd, you do find a easy way to get past, and just at like where the road turns a little bit, you notice that the Dust Devil had kicked up more of these mounds, but you managed to get the perfect spot to just make the horses move faster. And you go past, and then up on the cliff edge, you see more of these mounds crack open, but instead of scorpions, you see tall, almost beige brown things that kind of looks like ants. But with your speed, you manage to get past before they notice you.
Thank you, Dice Gods, for being in my favour for that roll.
And having fed a bunch of scorpions along the path, hopefully they don't get any ideas about getting fish.
Not our
I'm
problem.
just saying, if that happens later down the line, that's a someone else problem.
Yes, because, you know,
Oh dear.
scorpions being arachnids with exoskeletons, it's not a great idea for them to swim.
Oh no, I was more thinking expecting further bribery.
Oh yeah, no, that's not a you problem.
No, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
If that happens, Oren sets up a feed the scorpions tourist thing. It's fine.
Buy your fish,
Nature
buy your
account.
fish, t-shirts, hats.
Give him 3 months amongst those scorpions, and he's selling them as war mounts. Like, don't even worry about it.
I'm just saying, merch.
Merch, yes.
Get your molt here.
Yes.
That would be decent armor, honestly.
Yeah, giant scorpion chitin would be really good armor.
Or as someone else called it, chitin.
Yeah. I don't know what's correct. I have been calling it chitin.
I think it's
technically
chitin.
Yeah.
But it's like in, if
I
I
think it has
remember.
Greek roots.
Yeah. Because I think in Skyrim, those bug things you can run into are called Horus. And not Kauros, which is upsetting me.
That's concerning.
Yes.
I have got itchy nose. Ah.
Haven't made it past the scorpions and whatever was hatching up on the ledges. You see the horses are slightly spooked, and it takes you roughly an hour to completely calm them down again. Luckily, with your combination of spells and good rolls, you got past without losing anything. No horses were lost, no damage was taken, and you got to feed some giant scorpions! Yay!
And nothing exploded.
And nothing exploded! Raise your hand if you forgot that you were transporting explosives.
I remembered.
kind of
Only
want to-
some of us.
Oren is just going to happily say to Craren as they continue traveling on, just, one day Pierce will be that big. Won't that be fun?
Oh, definitely. I can see all kinds of positive things coming from that. Just imagine the poison harvests.
Yes, the poison harvest is not great right now, but I do milk him from time to time.
As you should. You have to keep the reserves fresh because, much like anything else, poisons they go bad over time and lose potency.
Well, also I like to add poison to the ends of my daggers sometimes.
Bless
That's
you.
it. Through it. Someone is allergic to the rain. Can't you tell?
I'm actually allergic to my dog, and she's molting up a storm.
Oh no.
Oof. Is that what we're calling it? Okay.
Well, she's shedding.
Yes.
Molting, same thing. And, Jesus God, I am so allergic to her, and so she's in season, so she's molting even more.
Keep your soul on the inside.
Sorry, I am going to try and mute next time that happens. My hands were under my blankets, and I could not grab my microphone.
Not at all a problem, and it's not your intention to do things. It's fine.
As the day rolls on and the rain ever so slowly seem to peter off, Oren, you get a strange sensation of being watched. It's not the same as it's been before. This sensation has no hostility to it. None at all.
People pay good money for that. Well, I mean, what?
Yeah. Oren is going to sort of probably hop up onto the top of the stagecoach for a moment to, sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze, look around and see if he can find the source.
As
That
far
is entirely possible.
As you look around, you don't see anything around you other than dead shrubs and sandstone. And then you feel a tiny prickling in your hair and the scent of blackberries.
Oren is just going to go,
Your mother was a hamster?
Is that you? Oladra?
Maybe. I do so like what you did to turn that man's fortunes.
Now, don't think I'm getting all sentimental about the lady, but he shared a meal with us. Had us take care of his problem, but never told us that he was the cause of it, and that was just rude.
I'm ever so glad that you decided to do that. Otherwise, I would have had to do something else. He's been having
Oh.
good luck for a little too long.
Why do you do it? Do you know?
I wasn't really paying attention, but I can look into it.
Oh, I'm just curious. I do have a question for you, or perhaps a request.
Hmm.
I'm a little torn right now. Well, I think if I'm going to continue along with these people, and I would very much like to, I need more power to keep them safe.
Hmm. What would you ask of Lady Luck?
Nothing of Lady Luck exactly. Other than information. You said something about me one day becoming what I once was? How?
That depends on how you want to. Are you willing to give up this shell? Or do you want to keep it?
I like this shell. It served me my whole life. It's not unpleasant to look at.
Well, that makes life a little easier. Because then we don't have to go find Oberon's body.
Yes, that sounds much easier. I don't necessarily need to look like Eberron to be the Green Lord.
Exactly. Well, in order to become him again, take his powers, you will need to go to where he lost them. Which, the easiest way, luck be with you on this one.
I hate it when you laugh.
I know, it's so great.
Trouble for me.
The easiest way for a mortal such as yourself to find where his body perished is to go to the most powerful of the face spires and find a portal to Stellanus from there. Problem. The problem for you as someone of flesh and blood is that face spire is in the cursed lands. Well, it's not really cursed. I have no idea what those are. I think you people call them the Mournlands. And you will need to go to Shayla's Tiraleth, which was the capital of the Faith Spires, before someone did something and that happened.
Wonderful.
And yes, that is the easiest way.
That's the easiest way.
Mm.
But there are other ways.
There are other ways, yes. There always more than one way to get in and out of a place.
Understood.
And it's also the fastest. Although I guess once you get to Stellanus, time doesn't really matter. I haven't been that often, because I tend to get confused.
This whole thing is confusing.
I understand. You are talking to a manifestation of Luck herself, after all. Technically, I'm not even here.
I understand. Aladro. One more thing. What plans do you have for me exactly? I'm being your generally well-behaved little puppet. How long is this going to go on?
I don't have any plans.
Ah,
No, I just got mad that there was a little upstart in a city pretending to give out boons in my name, and then I found out that that little upstart happened to have my best friend's soul in him.
Harry. Was it really, honestly, not a boon in your name if it was bardic inspiration?
Don't push your luck.
I thought I'd try.
I like the initiative, not the bad name I got from it.
Understood.
But,
Next time I do something in your name, I'll be upfront about exactly what it is.
exactly, you could have just given a time limit on it and it would have been fine.
Right.
Like, for the next 10 minutes, Lady Luck will be with you. And I wouldn't even have cared.
Well, now I know.
Selling false promises, are we? Mm-hmm.
So, and honestly, if you want to do more of turning luck like you did, I don't see why not.
I won't be your warlock.
That's fine. It would technically be a cleric.
I won't be that either. I'm a bard.
Ah. I get it. You have your own powers. It's fine.
He's going to give her a little wink. Just, I'll take your boons anyway.
Yeah.
I can
Look, clerics can be so stuffy. Like, oh, my lady did this, my lady did that. I had a cleric for a while who was like, oh, everything I do is because luck is with me. And I was like, and I thought it was painfully dull after a while.
No, I think I like our relationship just the way it is for now, unless you are willing to release me.
Well, I don't really see a reason why I should keep you on a leash anymore. I do have other things I need to look after all.
I'll tell you what, you keep me off the leash, and so long as you let me go where I will.
I never stopped you from going where you want.
You told me to come here with them, and I intend to continue on that path, whether I'm on your leash or not. But you can call in a favor from time to time if you'd like.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I just wanted to teach you a lesson.
Lesson learned. Don't piss you off.
Yeah, and also if you're gonna cheat a god, be smart about it.
I am not a smart man.
I noticed. But you do have luck on your side now.
Speaking of that, how in danger is my soul from the
I'm sorry, there was a duck in my head.
I heard that. Quack, 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 quack.
Quack, 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 quack. How, your soul?
Well, not my soul, but how leashed am I to that demon lord after that little stunt in the mine? Whatever it was. The dank hole under the fucking lake.
Well, considering your soul is technically an archfey, with your Orin's personality, You didn't
Oh, well.
really sell that one, but
Yeah, on someone else's?
no, it's more of a
Premises?
I would deal with a certain Eberron rather quickly, or he'll take your body as payment.
Ah. Right. Kill the demon.
Yes.
Go on a simple little quest to reclaim my archfey powers and be back in time for dinner, right?
Exactly.
I'm fucked.
So I've heard. Nice choice.
You're terrible.
So people keep telling me, especially when their dice rolls are not going well, people just don't know how little I care about their little gambling.
No, you only show up when the stakes are high.
Exactly. What's the point if you're not gonna bet the world?
Keep that in mind.
Oh, I mean, I can pop in from time to time when I like someone, but I don't have time.
And
On that-
hey, I'm your best friend.
Yeah, I kind of grown to like you.
What was that? Sorry, I think my headset cut out.
Well, I think I've kind of like you, Oren.
It's because I'm a little shit.
Yes,
And so are you.
so I've been told. Everyone likes Lady Luck when she's on your side, but when she goes bored or you piss her off, or it's time for your luck to change to keep the balance, suddenly I'm the bad guy.
I don't see you necessarily as a bad guy, more like, death. You get us all in the end.
I was wondering where you were going with that one.
You're more like a force of nature than
Yes.
a malicious being.
Yes. There needs to be a balance in this world. Too much bad things happening and... Well, karma is not really a thing. It is all about influence, really. People who have too much bad luck happen or bad things happening to them tend to turn to strange forces. And people who have too many good things happening to them tend to grow arrogant.
He's going to think for a second about that and luck, and then he's just going to say, I may have one more request for you. Mael, or Flo, our friend
Yes.
that just left us.
Uh-huh.
Can you maybe keep an eye on her? Maybe turn the tables if they need turning. I think she's important. And I think her success may be interesting.
Man. Yes. Ooh. I just got an idea. Well, gotta dash.
Bye.
Good luck.
That's up to you.
You just feel a wave near your head, and then you don't feel observed anymore.
Aaron is going to slither back into the carriage and flop down. Just, I have had a conversation.
A conversation you have had.
With Lady Luck. And he is going to detail everything to Kraran.
A fascinating creature, isn't it?
Mm. But potential archfey powers may be useful.
Oh, I'm not arguing the usefulness. I'm just arguing.
The logistics are terrible. I know.
Yes. The part where I quite enjoy the surviving the journey and be able to tell the tale bit of the equation more than the ending up being on the I'm dead and on display end of the equation.
Yes.
I don't quite fancy being a lich just yet.
Just yet? Is that something that you plan for the future?
No. What I'm saying is that requires being undead, and I'm not fond of the undead bit.
Fair.
And if someone decides to turn me into a lich, that's, first of all against my wish, and will, I presume. And that seems complicated. While I enjoy the intrigue and the political dance and marvelous things in life, I quite find the complications of undeath and having to deal with eternal life and other unpleasantries to be rather repulsive.
Yes, who wants to live forever?
Damn you.
Yeah.
Now I got that song
What?
stuck in my head.
Because unlike what many people think, being a lich has nothing to do with forever youth. Has everything to do with other unpleasantries. Being killed, being turned undead, and then having to fight for your life forever and ever, and people will want to kill you. And I quite enjoy the being able to enter a room and not being the automatic target for everyone.
I feel you.
So no, lichdom isn't for me.
That's fair. Do you think this is something that we should discuss with the others? Not the lichdom thing, the whole make Orin an archfey thing.
Oh, yes, eventually, but maybe not at this very moment. I'm
Well,
just saying
not right now. Maybe over dinner.
No, definitely. We should definitely do that. It's something that we can look into eventually, and I'm judging from where we're going, we might run into the general vicinity of where this might be happening in the first place. So at which point it might not be that much of a turnaround. Let's call it that. It's a while before we're there, but yeah, let's keep it, keep it on the horizon.
Yes.
Should it happen, and we decide that, yeah, maybe it's a gamble that we might, win and not just survive. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Today is not that day, but let's keep it on the horizon.
No. Also, there's the whole situation with the demon and needing to kill it rather quickly before it kills me.
Yes, that part. Demon. Do we have any plan for that? Is unalivement on the table of the demon?
Unalivement of the demon? Yeah, yes, I would imagine so. Not the unalivement of me, hopefully. But unalivement of the demon, yes. I suggest that perhaps we stabify it until it stops being so much a solid mass as a pile of mints.
Repeatedly forced stabulations. I enjoy your plan.
I do like to stab things.
And the DM disappears. Chaircam! I mean, what?
We all level
where
up.
did she go?
I'm joking.
Yay! Yes, let's level up immediately.
Yes,
I don't
feeding
know.
the beast. Okay, so that's the thing, and we're traveling in a thing, doing things for the reasons of doing things, and I quite enjoy the things. I will say.
Yes. Itchy nose.
Will you eventually tell the twins about the fact that Amagaron would like your body? Because the twins obviously need to have a conversation with Amagaron to understand whether or not he was the person that dropped him off at the orphanage, and how we've suddenly time skipped 50 years or 100 years since the Orkaloon attack.
Oren intends to lay the entire conversation out for you the next time we stop for a meal.
Okay.
The entire thing. He's decided that he's not holding anything back from you guys anymore.
Cool.
For raisins.
Raisins, you say?
Raisins.
The good raisins or the bad raisins? Because I'm all here for the good raisin.
To be
Oh,
fair,
good raisins.
if I recall, I'm fairly certain a couple of sessions ago we said that we should all probably sit down and tell each other all of our secrets.
Yes.
Those were not the words used.
That there should be a conversation, though. Oren's all for it.
Yes,
I mean-
okay, so there may not have been the words used, but it was implied within the words of the conversation. Whether or not Cran will tell all of his secrets is an entirely different thing, because I'm sure some
How
of
long
those
do we
are business, some of those are business related.
Well, you do have an opportunity as you travel for a few more hours and the sun is beginning to set. So there will be a chance to share a meal if I can find campsite. There it is. Yeah, campsite. Yes, I made one camp map.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
That's fine.
Need to check something. Okay. So yeah, Oren will prepare dinner for the camp. On their way to... Well, no, he would have been inside, so he probably wouldn't have seen any Borbs to bitch at. Unfortunately. Which is why he likes being on the open cart, because he can systematically bitch at birds and retrieve them. There is a dead thing down here.
Yeah. I need to fix that.
And a male here.
Yeah, I need to fix that too. Now I'm sad.
Many sadnesses.
DM is sad.
TM is sad. There we go. Oh, there's an Elam as well. Oh.
But yeah, Oren will prepare a fairly simple meal. It's probably like a curry of some description, because he will in fact do the Tangon's fiery feast thing while cooking. If I have the spell slot, I do. So let's cast that, so everyone has that. Oh, excellent. Pops up there now. At which point... And how many people are in this party, by the way? In this group? Less than 10, right?
You are 9 plus 2 ogres, unless you left those behind.
No, I've kept the ogres for now, so,
Okay. We're bringing the ogres. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's more of a, how do you explain that we have ogres just casually going into Arcanix?
Vroom.
Just
Boom, boom, boom.
their stuff. Oron is going to ask the ogres which one of them would like to be able to breathe fire today. Just once.
Okay.
Is this a really good idea when we are carrying explosives with us?
But not just that.
No.
Actually, no. He will not give the ogres the spicy food.
They were about to start throwing hands.
Yeah, no. He will not give the ogres the spicy food. He'll give them a special ogre food, is what he's saying, which is like a haunch of meat each.
Yeah.
Rather
So
than curry.
I was looking at their mental stats, and a 5 intelligence and a 7 in wisdom. They were about to start throwing hands.
Oh dear. That's funny.
It's very funny. It could have gone up in a blaze of glory.
I'm glad it didn't. So yeah, he's going to make sure everyone's got their food, and then he's going to, I think while they're eating, relay everything that has just happened.
So your soul is that of an archfey that we need to go to a Fey Tower in the Mournlands to go and find his body so you can get his powers.
Potentially, yes, but no great rush on that. The thing that might be a great rush on is the certain demon lord that I made the accidental deal with, because he's going to want this body.
Well, that certainly makes things easier for Romulus and I, because we need to have a chat with him.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we could
So
speed up the possession side of this equation.
That might be a thing that we Wait, you want him to what? No.
Well,
No.
it's magic shit. I don't understand magic shit. My assumption is if we speed it up to the point where we can have a chat with him, we can then expel him, and then he can't have you anymore.
How about no one possess anyone for any reason?
Yeah, I don't like.
Oren, it's not like you haven't done it a few times already.
Remember the fact that. Remember what happened when we had to try and exercise Starfall of Lynette? Remember how well that went?
I remember a very impressive boudoir and some combat.
I think.
Please don't.
Oren, now a little disturbed, is going to slither behind Claret, like that's something going to protect him.
I don't think that is a particularly good idea. I think we need to figure out a more safer way to deal with this for Oren's sake, but at the same time, I think there are other ways I think we need to get more information on this demon that is interested in us first and foremost before we interact.
Look, I don't understand magic stuff. Barely understand possession stuff. I mean, we've got a dragon that's floating around in our heads. I hit shit. I was just suggesting that it might be more speedy if we just let shit happen. But I get it. I am not the brains of this outfit.
Maybe I can contact it and I don't know. That's as far as I got in that.
Let's not and say you did.
Right, yeah. Fine.
We don't need burning bodies, we don't need brimstone, we don't need Oren in 9 pieces.
Oren would very much like to stay in one piece. Yes, please.
Understandable. I think there are better ways for it, and I believe isn't there meant to be a library coming up?
Yes, a library.
Well, there's a load of wizards, right? So I'm sure that we could even have a chat with them, and maybe you never know. Like, maybe they know how
We
to
have one
teleport
right
us.
here. He's right here. He's a wizard.
Is he though?
He's smart. You're smart.
Unlike you, Remus, I very much am a wizard, if you haven't noticed for all this time. On the other hand, I will also resign myself to the fact that the collective intelligence of this party vaguely resembles the room temperature.
Yeah,
We're outside, Craren. There is no room temperature. Ha! Who's more intelligent now?
Oh, you daft git.
Well, look, I mean, it's a library of wizards, right, in Arcanic, so maybe we can, like, have a chat with them. Maybe they know a bit more about Eberron. Maybe they can just, like, poof him towards us or something.
We will be having
you know how to summon a
infinitely
demon?
greater chance of finding information at that place, if that's what you're trying to imply, then yes. Whether that
Do you
will
know how to
solve
summon
our
demons?
problems, get ourselves closer to a solution to the problem, or make the problem in a different color, who knows? But you will be having more information about it.
Do problems have colors?
Yes.
Normally,
one wears
yes.
white, one wears black.
As far as Remus is concerned, there is only two states of things. It either is a problem or it's not.
Yeah, because in my state of thing, a problem, you hit it until it's no longer a problem, and when it is not a problem, then you don't hit it. And occasionally you do hit it just to see whether or not it hits back.
How about
Please don't hit me.
we check out this library, we get information, and then we can decide from there what best course of action to take. Because if we can have like the advantage of knowledge to help us deal with this, then we might have a better idea of how to do this in a better way that will either not cause our deaths or
See,
not
Remus.
cause
See?
damage to the world.
See, Remus, see. Romulus gets it. You should learn from him. Be inspired by him. Learn P words, such as patience.
Fuck no.
That wasn't the
Well,
first-
I won't.
that wasn't the first P word I was thinking of.
Fuck no. Look what all of that got him into. Prison, murder, being attached to a demon. None of
Not
that shit
books.
happened to me.
He is another prison is another P word.
It is,
Exactly.
yeah.
Good one.
Books didn't cause this.
Look. I
On the
understand.
up hand,
I get
Remus
everyone.
will never have any large student loans.
What are student loans?
Don't ask. That's Nathan
Don't
talking.
Oh, hold on a minute. I remember them. There was a brief moment when we had to go and collect something from someone who hadn't been paying anything from the wizards in Arcanix. I'm sure it was. Maybe it was somewhere in Sharn. I can't remember. Anyway, long story short, he had 2 black eyes. We collected the money.
Please don't hit me.
You're as thick as a warthog's backside.
Yeah.
They make a good steak.
They do.
Don't worry, Oren. I'm not going to hit you
Good.
much.
I'm staying over here.
No, I'm joking. I'm not going to hit you, not without your consent.
Okay.
Wait, that sounds weird.
It does.
I mean, when you put it like that, yes.
We
But-
should probably tell you why we're so interested in Eberron as well, by the way. Have we told you that yet? Can't remember.
I can't remember.
I don't know if you have.
No.
I don't think you have.
Well, if you remember way back when, actually, no, I don't know whether or not you were traveling with us then. I think it was the first druid place we went to, and they said that the Lords of Dust, and in particular Eberron, was interested in us. Then Lunette said something very similar about the fact that her master was interested in us, which we believe was Eberron. Then we also found out about somebody that used to be called, well, that went by the name of, insert name here, I can't remember what it was, that dropped us off at the orphanage. But it was
Like
very similar. Was it
Magaron or something like that?
Yeah.
M. Garen.
M. Garen, that's it.
Yeah.
Someone called M. Garen who kind of dropped us off at the orphanage. But then we've also like had weird visions that appears to mention Magaron and like transporting or looking after us. So we don't quite understand why there appears to be a time gap between when Orkaloon was destroyed and when we first really start to remember stuff when we were in Shan, except that our visions appear to indicate that he is involved in some way, shape or form.
That is disconcerting.
And you think Oren has a troubled background?
Well, Oren does have a troubled background. I mean, we
Yes, it
literally
has
had
nothing on your story.
What? Hold on a minute. He has come from a different continent to escape whatever the shit he was escaping. He was followed by his brother.
I was sent here to be a spy and decided not to do that.
Okay, so you were sent here to be a spy. You decided not to do that. Then your brother comes to do the same thing, who we managed to convince partway through a fight that it's a good idea to also not do whatever it was he was sent here to do. At which point, you probably now both have whoever it is that you were working for originally after you, and yet...
Oh, speaking of, I need to threaten her. I'll do that in a moment.
Okay.
The look of confusion on your face.
What, mine?
Yes.
Just think of me right now as Romulus. This is properly like, right. So, I've lost my train of thought.
You were going through like why Oren's story is.
Oh yeah. So, and then like whilst the time he's been journeying with us, he's died twice. He appears to have some sort of thing going on with Lady Luck, and you have now just told us that you are the soul of an archfey trapped in the body of
me. Yes. Well, the thing about Lady Luck is that the archfey that died was her best friend.
So the question I have to ask was: have you always been Oren, or were you never? Were you like? Hold on. Does that make sense? Have you always been Oren, or have you always been the Archfey, just in a weird body?
I have always been, from the time this body was born, I have been Oren. I have had some visions of being Eberron and dying and things like that. But
have you ever shared a death?
I'm Oren.
Have you ever shared a death? Like Oberon died. Have you you died to that swarm of rats, and then to that weird tiger thing, demon? Did Oberon die in the same way? Like, did he die multiple times? Okay.
Not
anyway,
that I'm aware of.
I was just diverting off to that.
Yeah, not that I'm aware of. I don't think we've shared a cause of death as yet. How did Oberon die again? I don't know.
You got run through by a pale knight.
Oberon was skewered by a pale knight.
What's a pale knight? And why does it sound like someone who walks around with a bucket on his head?
Didn't we fight a pale knight?
You remember the thing that Craren dimension doored and dropped from a very, very, up high and then squashed on the ground? That bit, yeah. That.
Oh.
And then Nelly died.
I remember that. Although, to be fair, I was slightly running away at my with no free will on that particular bit of combat. Nasty little shit. That was.
Yeah, but so what you? Yeah, you're running away like a chicken shit.
I don't think it was his fault.
Listen, as I've said multiple times to you, Raren, I don't like this magic shit. None of this magic shit. All this magic shit seems to do is make me do stuff I don't want to do.
Remember, this magic shit is also the thing that's been keeping you alive.
I disagree. That's what my rage has been doing. I've just purely fallen down a few times since then.
Remember the Banshee? Remember me picking your ass up?
I mean, that was literally yesterday. One time.
Yes, that's why I'm asking you. You remember because it was yesterday.
One time. Right? I got knocked unconscious because some bitch screamed. And now you're going to hold it over me like a... You've died twice, right?
Yes, I
Whilst
have.
we've been
And
travelling
Magic
around.
picked me up too. Yeah, Pat's Craren. He's useful.
How about we make it very simple, Remus? How about we make it really simple for you, Remus?
Sure.
Since magic is so useless, you will never be revived and you will never be healed.
Sounds fun.
I can't agree to that.
Did you say you can agree or you can't agree?
I cannot agree to that.
And I never said
Killed.
it was useless. I just said it's fucking annoying.
Oh, I am fucking annoying, so I don't take offense.
I mean, I will agree with you. It has its quirks. It definitely does. Annoying isn't necessarily the word I would use, though.
It is.
Hey, you
it
can't
is
hate
annoying.
all magic because I just made you a nice magical meal, and now you have bonuses, and you can move faster, and you can spit fire once per day. You remember
See,
that?
and I get that. That's useful. Doesn't mean it's not annoying. Sometimes. Most of the time.
Now you're just being a right little shit because you want to.
Well, yes. I mean, that's what I'm here for, right? To annoy all of you lot.
No, that's literally not why you're here. You're here to make sure your brother stays out of jail.
True, but what I'm trying to do is make him look nice and me be evil. Therefore, you'll look after him when I'm gone.
Well, you're not going anywhere, first of all, and second of all, we'd look after him even if you weren't being a brat.
Well, why didn't you say that before?
You never asked.
Oh! I thought that it was obvious.
No, it wasn't.
Provocation isn't how you make connections. Provocation is how you break deals and faces.
I would
let's
like
put it
to
this way,
remind you,
boys.
I have spent most of my life in a mercenary company or looking after my brother in an orphanage. Provocation was the only way to make sure both of us survived.
Yes, but it also doesn't make friends, and it also doesn't make for happy times. And we are trying to not be in each other's face, and we're trying to coexist without friendly stabulations.
Look. Lady Luck has essentially said that she's let me off her leash now. If I did not want to be here with you people, I could just go. But I'm still here. When I first got here, if I'd been taken off that leash, I wouldn't be. Which... how to word this? I'm invested in you three.
Those are rich words coming from you. I am honored.
And, well, what I'm trying to say is that whatever happens, I've got your backs. For what it's worth. I'll look after all of you, but you don't need to be a prick for me to do that.
Well, I'm sorry for what I did. I will try to be better.
Just be you.
There are times to be a cock, and there's times not to be a cock. And if you want to smash people's faces in because we need to defend someone, yes, at that point, be as much cock you want. But among friends, you don't have to.
Yeah, we don't need to. You don't need to antagonize us because we're here. We're not going to. If you fell, we wouldn't abandon your brother. We'd adopt him. He'd be my brother then.
Stepbrother.
Hope you're not planning on falling anytime soon, brother.
Depends. These boots are flying. These flying shoes that I haven't cut out yet, have they?
I mean,
Wow.
it depends on how worse it gets. It will be one of those weird cartoons where the boots is just pulling Remus along because the boots are moving forward and Remus isn't.
What's the cartoon?
No, player observation, obviously. Because I want a Technicolor bit, shoes is just casually dragging Remus along the back. I don't want to do this.
You're making him do lovey-dovey stuff. It's not fun.
It's fine.
It's called character development.
Ugh, I'm joking. Okay. I wasn't quite sure. So, sorry I've been a dick.
That's
I
fine.
understand. And I understand where you're coming from. I do. While it might not necessarily always seem like it, I have things where I come from. I have things, family.
Thanks. Is she
I do.
funnier than me?
I wouldn't go as far as to say that. You, my good sir, you put them to shame.
So how many wives do you have?
Exactly 0. I don't swing that way.
Oh, so how many husbands do you have?
Exactly 1, and that I mean, hope maybe in the future depends on how the cookie crumbles.
Oh. Excellent.
Uh-huh.
Given that Oren is now next to him, I'm going to lean over and poke him in the ribs and say, I think he means you.
It's more I'm not going to. It's more of a Crown isn't going to let Oren leave after this, for the simple reason that eventually, for the sake of survival, I mean, time and age and things, Oren will know too much, and Crown is not going to let that backstab him. So.
Speaking of Craren, where exactly are you from?
Now I need to look at the map. It's more of I haven't written down any backstory for Craren because I just joined him from a different campaign. So it's more of yes, does this fit in the campaign and And Arnana just said, "Yeah, sure." So it's like I haven't necessarily written anything down in that sense. So
Hold on.
Bless you, Oren.
Sorry.
I mean, from the general area of Karnath, if that makes sense. I don't know if you've been there. And Simon is bringing out the map.
I've got the map. Yeah. I don't think his mercenary talents would have got that far. I feel like he would have probably stayed west of the Mournland.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that would make sense from a, the continent being what it is in the whole, bits.
And the fact that he's from Shan. So, like, I've travelled, but not that far.
That is entirely fair. Eventually, I mean, if player looking at the map, eventually I'm going to assume that, so let's make a line from here to there. I might be eventually through the Mournlands, and on the other side, sometime Karnath type deal before, end of the continent. Yeah, but that might be a while. We just left Brelan type deal.
Yeah.
And that has taken
Okay.
us way long. So, yeah, eventually, I guess.
Yeah. So, you're from Carnath.
Yeah, what about it?
And you are a information broker.
Yeah, why?
And why are you traveling with us? I mean, it's been a long time, and I've appreciated. I've tolerated your company, but like, it feels like you could be doing a lot of other things.
Well, he's doing at
But
least one other thing.
But true. I don't want to see what the inside of that carriage looks like right now. And
It's
I
fine.
just want to. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'm not going inside. And like, we've all shared. Well, I've shared on behalf of Romulus, so apologies, brother. But
No worries.
like, it's Kraren's turn.
I deal with information, and your party, much like I have mentioned, you seem to need some assistance with diplomacy because you're going to negotiate a lot of things, and it happens to be that something I'm good at.
I mean, yes, you've said all of that before, but I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. Like,
What? Pet
I don't know.
creatures, things of the sort? I don't know.
I don't know. Like, surely you've got. Well, I know you've got secrets because that's what you deal in, but surely you must have something that's a bit more.
Do you want rumors? Do you want what is it? Pray do tell. What is it that you seek?
I don't know. I was kind of expecting that whilst we're all sitting around around this fire, eating this curry, trying not to let the trolls know that they could breathe fire, that
I mean, how
that would
about,
be sharing, and I don't know what that means in the context of Craren.
how about if you can formulate a question, I can formulate an answer, because if I don't have any idea what you even want, and if you don't know what even you want, how on Earth, on this planet that I forget the name of now as a player, because how the Earth reference makes no sense in Eberron. Is the planet actually called Eberron?
Yes, the planet is called Eberron because it's made out of
Okay,
the.
so the planet is called Eberron.
yeah.
I just for some reason figured that the general continent, much like Tamriel in Elder Scrolls.
Oh no. So the continent you're on is called Corvair. The planet is named Eberron because that's the name of the dragon that makes up its foundations.
Yeah, okay. I just figured it was a continent type thing. Okay, so the planet. So you know, on the yes, that. So if you don't even know what you want to know, how shall I fill in whatever blanks you don't even know exist? I don't even know what to begin.
Okay.
Shoe size?
Okay, fine. How old are you?
What's that to you anyway?
Well, I just want to make sure that you're not taking advantage of Oren.
I'm older than Oren.
Okay. But, like, can we put a number on it?
Some
Does it have-
potatoes are older than Oren, though. Let's be fair here. He's only 160.
Yeah, and Craren isn't fully 170, so I think I wrote down that in the
Yeah.
previous campaign that Craren is 167 or something of the sort.
So you're about the same age. Okay, fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when we were back in Zandra and you disappeared for a few hours, what were you doing?
Nothing really?
I would like to insight check that, please.
That is entirely up to you guys.
I am terrible at insight. I rolled an 11.
I mean, against what at that point? My spell DC? Or what?
Your deception check. Or
I
persuasion.
bring it.
You don't have to. Perception or persuasion. Deception or persuasion.
Deception. That's a different friend than perception.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. Let's see. I think this is the thing.
So close. Okay. So you were doing nothing for a few hours. That's kind of odd for you.
I mean, nothing of importance. And from a, I think, player observation, I think Crane was gone for what, 20 minutes?
Yeah. Say half an
I mean,
hour.
I mean, a few minutes. It's more of a, you know, before people had left, Crown was back. So, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Fine. So, and I can't shake it, Craren, and I know that this is not going to come across very nice considering what we've just been talking about, but I just can't shake that you're not telling us something that might be relevant, and I have no idea what that might be.
That is entirely fair. You're free to feel and think however much or however little you want about the situation. I will say, and much like I mentioned, that it's less of doing nothing and more to do of has no importance towards you as a person or this group as a group.
Was it just work stuff?
Mostly yes.
Huh. Well,
Business is business.
if you insist.
Much like I bring information to people. As for example, I have brought information to people in the town we left in exchange for a book that hopefully I will be able to pick up in Arcanix.
Okay. Sounds fun. It doesn't. Remus, as soon as you said book, Remus glazed over.
So
He nods along
Much-
politely, which is better than he would normally be.
no, but how to phrase things? While we are doing a lot of agreements with people in power and doing things of the sort, naturally I have to entertain my own things from time to time. In this instance, there's no real place to buy magical books and items, so you have to find people who know things and know people. And I made an agreement with someone to hopefully partake with of the contents of the Atlas of Endless Horizons. It should help with our general mobility, visiting places, and cutting down travel times from weeks to days. Things of the sort.
Does that mean that, because like I know that we've well,
Careful.
Whoops.
sorry, I'm playing with pen at the same time. There was hold on, my brain just reset.
You're fine.
All good.
Bang the set.
That didn't really work, but it now hurts.
Oh no.
No, I have completely lost my train of thought.
Deep breath.
I'm going to assume something mobility, something Atlas, something traveling, something.
Something.
Ah, yes, got it. Yes. So does that mean it might be easier for us to go to that place, Romulus, that where that dude said that Kalash star was?
In the place where the thing the thing that was on the northeast on the map thing, that place, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I personally play a character. Player knows it's Fairhaven. I'm conscious that Nat hasn't had a chance to speak for a little while. So
That's
Yeah.
fine. Fairhaven is the place that you are referring to, brother.
I'm sure it is, and because I don't have a map in front. ID. But that is fair. But yes, that place. Let's just say yes to that because I know it is. I mean, that means I have to click the map and do things.
Look, all I'm going to say is I have it saved as a favorite just for these moments, so I can sit there and start when just entirely play a character moment. When Joe starts referencing places, I'm like, where is it on the map? Where is it on the map?
That is entirely fair. That is entirely fair. I just don't, because it's more of a, it has less to do with me wanting to know where it is. It's more of a, since it doesn't exist in my head, it's like it will exist in my head while I look at the map, and then it will just be no, it just doesn't exist anymore. So I have to look at the map the next time, and it's like yeah, I have no idea. So it's just a continuous. I have no idea where we are or where we're heading. So that's why it's handy to have a map pin that moves from time to time.
Yeah.
But that's a me problem. But
No,
yes, yes. To answer that question, yes, that will help with the logistics of moving to places. Yeah, definitely. And so that is more or less part of the wheeling and dealing to get my grubby little hands on magical books, because I was quite sure you wouldn't necessarily be the first to applaud my efforts of acquiring books. I'm not saying I think less of you, Remus. I'm just saying I know your disdain for books. So it's more of a, I don't, how to phrase it. There are things I do from time to time that entertains me, that I know will bore you and I think Romulus, maybe Oren, to death should I talk about things. So sometimes I have to do me things.
No.
Does that sort of make sense to you?
Oh, sorry, you were talking. You said books several times, and I kind of tuned out.
It has been nice talking at you.
Remus brick wall rolled on.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, by the way, as we're all sharing and various bits and pieces, I thought I should mention that there's a gentleman called Jalen and a sentinel after me. You know, we were talking about me having a bit of a bounty, and yeah. So when we went through the gate earlier on, the person basically told us that, yeah.
Not a problem.
So, reading between the lines, there's still a bounty, and that problem hasn't magically solved itself?
No, not at all. No.
Ah.
Apparently, we are far above that particular Blade Mark's pay grade, which is why we've now got Jalen and a Sentinel after us.
Excellent.
DM, how much does Remus know about Jalen? I know that we haven't really started messaging about him being my adversary.
Well, let me grab what I was gonna send you. For your approval. Where did I put you? Come on. I have too many notes. And hi, Raiders!
Raiders, hi, welcome.
Hello,
Nope,
fellow
that's not it.
humanoid.
So, Jalen is... Nope. There it is. Here we go.
Ow, 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 shit.
Careful.
Sorry. I have a ferret in my room.
Ah.
Aha.
Ah.
Mm.
From what you remember and what I was gonna send you, Remus, for your approval, this is subject to change.
I
Jalen,
trust you, Joe. Whatever it is, it can be canonical. I don't care. It's good.
that's fine. Jalen or Jalen Voss is a spindly-looking man, where at first you wouldn't really understand how he made it into a mercenary band. Until you realize that he is meticulous in reading up on the targets. He will learn everything he can about a specific target or a specific place, or if you're guarding something, he will know everything about the building it's in. Basically, your battlefield tactician. He will learn whatever he can about the target. And he does not like Remus.
I can't imagine why. It's almost like he's been modelled on Craren.
And he...
Be nice.
I say that I've not had any input into that, so
No,
there are
this
similarities now, not mine. They are the DMs.
No, I'm just saying that you making a parallel. That I mean, while I as a player highly approve of the methods and things of the sort, I feel it's different enough to not be Craren.
From Remus's knowledge of this person, he is a caster, which could explain Remus's dislike for magic. And he like his main focus is control. Divide and conquer magic.
Cool. So I will basically explain. Yeah. So Jalen, and maybe this is where I don't like magic from. He's a magic user that likes to troll things and separate people in combat and like really wants to get into the nitty-gritty of stuff. And as you are all fully aware, I just prefer to hit shit and hit shit quickly. So
There is very valid merit in both of those approaches. One of them means that you don't get an army up your ass, and one of them means that you have to beat an army. And there's positives to both of those arguments.
I like the idea of beating an army.
I like the idea of you beating an army as well.
So anyway, so Jalen is after us, which means that he's gonna know, like, do loads of stuff. He might actually be able to tell us some of our history. You never know. Like, he might have found some research that we don't know about yet that we need to.
It's a fascinating thought, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Huh? Right. Sorry. Yes. So anyway, so he's after us, and then a sentinel, like, you know, like one of those weird things from. What guild was it from? Sorry. A sentinel comes from the. What house was it?
The Sentinels are the mark of Sentinel, House Denieth, and they are part of the Blade Marks because they do use all that kind of funny detention and protection magic stuff. So House Denieth.
Yes. Yeah, you know, like a sentinel from House Denieth. Yeah, one of or several of those are working with him. So
I see your problem. Is this something you expect us to have to run into in the short to midterm future, or is it?
Well,
anything
now
else?
that I know that it depends, because now that I know it's Jalen likes to know everything. So if we are as unpredictable as possible, it might take a while for them to join us. But I mean, like, I literally just. They might not have known where we were before, but I've literally just walked across the border with my passport. So.
And you felt that walking across the border with a passport that is actually you and not any fake version of you was a good thing because
I don't have any fake papers, and I didn't think to ask you for some.
That's entirely fair, and full transparency, I keep my passport with proper information as well, so it's not like I'm trying to hide anything. That's not what I'm saying. Kran is going to show his passport, but yeah, this is Kran Rirint, but it's not like I have anything to hide in that regard. However, I think we should get you some decent papers that leaves less of a paper trail than what you're currently having. We should look into having them skillfully done, and I think I can contract a couple of people to make this happen. Do you want any particular background written in it? Where do you want to be from that would make your life less painful?
I mean,
I don't speak pen.
I'm sorry, I was typing. Well, Shan's still a big enough place that I can still come from Shan, and at least I know enough about Shan that I can pass for anything there, right?
How about this? Pick your poison and we should be able to conjure something up, right?
Sounds like a plan.
You know, different house, different place, different profession, different something, for people to ask fewer questions about, oh, this is where you are, and then stick a dagger in your liver. We don't want the dagger in liver disease.
Hadn't really thought of it as a disease before.
It
is rather contagious, though.
Oh, definitely. Much like the rapid onset lead poisoning. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those rifles are really powerful. Anyway,
They are. I'm just saying that I see positively on the part where, let's say, we can integrate you in a less volatile container. How to put it like that? You don't necessarily need to lie about your origin. It's more of a should they ask you, will just be from a different part of the area. You know, small things make big difference.
I trust your judgment there, Karen. Like, yeah, sure.
I will make a mental note that Craren will be getting you a nice, well-forged fake passport with the custom information, origin, and profession.
Nice.
Because ease of traveling is handy. And I like to think you like the part where you don't have to provide weird information to people you don't quite like, asking questions like, yes, why do you have a bounty on your head? I like to think that you don't have to think about that anymore. What did you say?
It certainly sounds like a good idea.
Nice.
It would certainly have saved me at least 20 minutes of hiding inside the car earlier on whilst Romulus was walking around.
Oh, definitely. Hiding it, and that's the beauty of things. When you have things going for you in that regard, you know what the best part about that equation is? You can hide in plain sight and no one will ask any question. Starting to see the beauty in dealing with information?
I mean, it's certainly handy.
It is.
No, I didn't hear the H in that.
Oh, okay. I was sort of thinking, I'm sure I didn't say something that was that funny.
No, it
No,
slightly
neither
cut.
did I, and that was the beauty of things, because
Yes.
it's really Andy at the time. It's handy. So yeah, double the pun.
Got ya.
Well done, even if it was unintentional.
It was completely unintentional. That was just a brilliant mic cut.
Yep. It was amazing. Sorry.
Anyway, apologies. I have monopolized a lot of time. They're having a chat.
Oh, it's fun.
It's all good.
All right. The night is bright and starting to cool off a little as you're coming down from the foothills of the Black Caps and reaching... What would the area below the foothills of a mountain be called?
Planes?
Plains? Yeah. The plains of on there. The region is still mostly sand, but you can get the scent of plants and grass coming from the east. The night is calm and uneventful, and the morning dawns with not a cloud in the sky. It seems like it decided to rain away all kinds of clouds. You, having gotten the fire-breathing food previous night, would you like to do something special for breakfast, Oren? Or are you just ready to set out?
I think Oren once again makes some savory pancakes for breakfast. He doesn't necessarily do anything special, but what he would like to do is, before bed, if you don't mind, cast Sending
Absolutely.
to the former mistress of where is my Sending?
Where's the information you gave me?
The
Panic.
Thieves Guild, not the Thieves Guild, the Assassin's Guild, because it's a long overdue. He decides, and he's just going to say to her,
Oh, there.
"It's the orchid here. I plucked the iris. If you send more people or more little flowers out to get me, I will set your garden on fire and leave nothing alive. Toodles."
Toodles?
Toodles.
I love it.
Few minutes pass, and then you get a reply, Oren. Well, as my garden is well watered and tended, I guess I won't be missing a couple of blooms. Do take care of yourself. I miss you.
He's happy with that.
Nice. All right. Well, the morning dawns, and the heat from the black caps seem to fade as you continue your journey along the road. And you come into a region that is surprisingly rocky for being out in the plains. It's still a bit dry, full of sand, and it seems that something huge has torn through this place repeatedly. War machines lay abandoned here and there out on the plains, and you can find the rusting and molding remains of siege weaponry left just out on in the grass, and the small tufts of shrubbery all along. And then a storm seems to gather out of nowhere, ripping through the air and coiling like a snake over a large area of a gorge. Slightly off the road, there is this pillar of wind and lightning and no thunder at all. No sounds, but you can see the streaks moving through this cloud formation almost. And then as you slowly move closer off to the right side of the road, further in, not too far away from where you need to pass, the wall of clouds are forming, and this whipping wind seems to just twirl and twirl until you realize it's not the wind. Inside it is this huge, coiling, snake-like creature that seems to not notice you at all. The creature itself is several 100 feet in diameter. But the coils, like the path it moves inside this thing, are several 100 feet in diameter, but the creature itself is maybe 15 feet thick. Wings sprouting out
Delightfully
from...
ominous.
Yeah. small wings seemingly sprouting out from its serpentine body, and then you see it dive its head down towards into this ravine and slamming into the wall of the cliff wall. Coils almost wrapping on themselves with the impact until it starts spinning again, building up momentum, and then repeating the motion, slamming its head into the cliff wall.
That's probably going to be our problem fairly soon, I imagine.
I think problem is the understatement of the century.
Does it look like it's trying to collapse the road, or
It seems to be trying to collapse a cliff wall, maybe 150 feet from the road.
And it
We
seems
had
to
a
be
long
doing a damn good job at it.
Rest. I can see it, right?
Oh yeah.
Let me check something. So I haven't met it, but I can see it. Can I cast sending at it?
What's the restrictions on sending?
You send a short message of 25 words or fewer to a creature you have met or a creature described to you by someone who has met it. The target hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. The spell enables the target to understand the meaning of your message.
Okay,
I can send it across any different, even to other planes of existence. There's a 5% chance that it won't work if it's on another plane, but it's not.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, you can use that.
So he's going to cast sending.
This is when Sirenscape decides not to work. Okay.
And he is just going to say, looks like you are having trouble there. What's going on? Do you need some help?
If at first you don't succeed, get a bigger hammer.
I'm here.
He's it.
At first you don't get a reply, but the coiling and the movements seems to stop. And then in your mind, you know, because this thing is dumb as rocks, you don't so much get a reply as like a torrent of images and sensations. How do you send back when the thing that's trying to communicate has an intelligence of 2? You get this like barrage of images of a grand entrance hallway of a huge room filled with with ornate mosaics on the floor and beautiful statues that this creature has wants into, and it believes it's inside this cliff wall.
That thing thinks there is a palatial room, sort of chamber, inside that cliff and is trying to get in.
Curious.
And I'm gonna move you there.
I don't know why it would want in there, but
That is a big creature. Yep.
Yes, it is.
That's a very big creature.
I didn't see the creature. Oh, yes, I did.
Considering how positively tiny my token is.
Is that similar to the imagery that we've got from the Quattle egg from the door? to say what it might look like.
What
Like,
like?
as in, like the not the core, the spirit from the. Sorry, I've got a cat
Similar,
running
but
around.
much larger.
Okay, like it's a full-grown version of it.
Either a full-grown version of it or a version of a quaddle.
Okay.
He's going to send another sending. Just first of all, he's going to go. I say we help it, or at least help it understand that there's nothing behind there if we can. If there is nothing behind there, and try and get past without it smushing us into jelly.
I mean,
Something seems to have agitated it, though.
and it's a
I think we're
massive,
trying to get
so-
in to the side of the mountain, cliff. How about I do another sending, and tell it we'll come up and we'll try to help it, so long as it allows us safe passage.
I mean,
Works for me.
do you want to keep using your spells, or shall one of us try to connect to it?
If you can, that would be easier.
I was wondering why Joe was laughing, and I just come to chat and realised that Jarls is here.
Yeah, yours
Can
is
I-
like, make it your pet, mount it, tickle its tail.
I mean,
I mean, Oren isn't opposed to making that his pet. Maybe that
I
could be
mean-
his familiar.
I mean, talking to the equivalence of static on TV. Yeah.
If that doesn't work, I will cast sending again.
Okay.
I mean-
Remus will attempt to connect with it.
Doesn't a language sort of, as far as D&D comes, require at least intelligence 4? If memory serves.
I don't know.
I seem to remember that you need to have an intelligence of 4 or higher to have a language.
I think so. But you can always try to connect to it. Yes.
I will attempt to connect to it. So
Alright.
we don't have to share a language, but if it has a language, we can talk, basically. Must
You
be,
make an attempt to connect with this creature, and for a brief moment, it seems almost to work. And then it kind of warps into something you do not understand, and it sounds like static. And it takes another few moments of, like, you know that sensation of being close to a Van de Graaff generator, but not quite touching it.
Mm-hmm.
And you, in your mind, you link to, you manage to establish a connection, and it doesn't really have a language per se. It's not that smart, but there is something there to hook to. And it seems confused. Something is in its mind.
And I delve deeper to see if I can find out what is in its mind.
Sure, give me a wisdom save.
Sure. I get advantage on those. Let's try this. 17.
All right, as you dig deeper, you get this almost swooping sensation. And it's almost like there's this block that you manage to pass through. But instead of getting words, you get the memories of the infinite sky above you. And it's like flashes of ages passing below.
Okay, I tell everyone. So I kind of got a connection, but it's almost like there's two things going on, and I've managed to get deeper, and it feels like all I'm getting is the sensation of it looking down and flying infinitely.
Maybe something is restricting it.
I am going to. He's already saying this. I'll just go ahead and send another sending to let it know that we will approach, and it shouldn't hurt us because we are friends and trying to help.
So do you think that it communicates in interpretive dance?
I mean, I can.
I'm not that kind of bard.
I
mean, yeah.
wasn't suggesting.
I mean, the other time that I've attempted to connect with something that can't necessarily speak back, I can try and cast that weird, like, my Disney princess shit. I can cast my. I can try to speak with it if I spend a little bit of time preparing.
Can you prepare while I cast the sending?
Sure. And I will ritually cast Speak with Animals. In the vague hope that that might make connection a bit easier.
And I will cast sending again. Let me find sending. It's all the way up there. Casty, casty. And he's just going to say, my friends and I are coming to help. Please don't crush or eat us. Be there soon.
It takes a couple of moments, and then you get a reply, again in the form of sensations and images mostly, and it gives you the feeling of waiting patiently and kind of it's cautious but patient.
Excellent. It seems happy to let us approach without smushing us.
That's a wild conclusion from that description.
That is how Oren interprets it, and Oren doesn't think that maybe things are open to more interpretations than his.
Let's yeah, that's a big thing. So the idea is that we
I want it.
go something along the lines of that's not what I wanted to do. Something like that down here, and then this way, and then over here way. I don't understand this map.
So you are currently standing by the road, which is outside the map to the north. There is a way to pass, like the road you are going to, which is going along the lake, is outside the map to the north of the map. And then you have paths that go down to the more southern regions. And this thing is currently blocking those southern pathways while trying to get into this cliff wall. and judging by the area around it, is doing a banger job of it.
Yeah, I was more thinking, would it go this way, down here, over here, then here, and then continue up this way?
No, the way you are going is not that way.
That's into the cliff. Northeast?
That way is the road.
Yeah.
This way is if you want to go south to like Sharn or similar. To get to where this is trying to bash into, you go this way, that way, and this way.
Yeah. But there's a cave there.
Yes,
Okay.
that is where it's have broken through so far.
Okay. And we're interested in this cave because
We're not.
Well, one of it.
Oren is.
For one, it's full of riches. It is full of riches.
if I cast invisibility on you, Oren, will you sneak there and just not get crushed?
I mean, don't we want this as an ally?
Where are you going to keep this?
No. I don't mean keep it as a pet. I mean keep it. If you had the chance to befriend a gargantuan creature like that can break mountains, wouldn't you do it?
I mean, naturally, to have this as an ally would be fantabulous. Don't get me wrong. I also don't quite fancy the general idea of potentially being this creature's chew toy. If it would even consider you a chew toy, because a chew toy means playing for an extended period of time. And I'm going to assume that collectively we're less than a munch.
I don't think that it is going to hurt us immediately. I think we'll be fine.
Your positivism is quite refreshing. By all means, my good sir, you lead the charge.
Absolutely.
On that note, Remus! As Oren runs in.
Just as Oren starts running, Remus realizes and also runs after him, whilst also attempting to connect, having finished the ritual spell to say, "Hi!" It's nice
He
to
is
see
not
you.
running, he is walking with purpose.
This is where Cryon is going to look at Romulus, but why does this keep happening to us? Please humor me.
You're on mute, mate.
This is a good question. Shall we? And then Robin said off as well.
Alright.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Cryon is ever so slowly going to follow after at what he feels is a not necessarily safe enough distance, but more of a, in the event that things should happen, he has a better chance of dodge.
As you connect to Remus, the gargantuan creature almost like spins down to look at you, moving slowly, and you see the arcs of lightning all along the body, and the sound is almost like a lightning rail. And it looks at you, the white blue eyes almost fixed on you.
I'm gonna call it little one. Because I feel like it's an innocent little soul. It's almost certainly not. I will say, Hello, little one. Can you understand me better now?
You are cute.
Thanks.
You speak.
Well, I just have an odd talent for communication.
I have not spoken to someone like you in long time.
Well, that's sad.
Why?
You appear to be a long way from home.
It looks up. Not that long.
Well, maybe for you, but for me, going up would probably take quite a long time. What? My friend managed to get the images of a hall or a palette or some sort of place that you believe is here.
In there, in the cave. Yes.
And why are you looking for this place? And
Crystals.
crystals?
Yes. Crystals of... I needed to get crystals. I don't remember why. They're in there. The one who called wants crystals.
Interesting. Where is the one that called?
Up north.
Okay. And you know that crystals are here? What type of crystals are you looking for?
Pieces of the fallen dragons. Many pieces. Made into ground.
Kyber? That's right, isn't it?
Kyber crystals is Star Wars.
Is it? My bad.
Yeah.
I was like, hold on, no, because I've also got this weird thing where I've got my mental moment is this is a blue eyes white dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh, and therefore it's Seto Kyber, and now I'm just like my brain is like having a complete nerd misfire thing. It wasn't Kyber, wasn't it? It was yes. Kyber's the bad one.
Yes.
It was. Well, Eberron was the one that died today. It was the other one, which was Phyllis, which isn't correct, but that's where my brain has gone with it.
The three dragons are Eberron, which is the ground you're walking on, Kyber, who is locked inside Eberron's coils, and Sybaris, who was the one who got murdered by Kyber.
Phyllis, yeah, Phyllis got murdered. That's it.
Sybaris. Ow.
Yes.
She rib.
So it's Sybaris crystals, those ones, or Eberron's crystals, because like we're on Eberron, right?
I was told all must find complete contract.
And you're being forced here.
I was given the sky for help. Once my contract is complete, I return to the sky.
And who determines when, like, do you have to find a certain number?
No,
Or just
just find a path to the temple. I break rocks, and then I'm free.
and the person to the north that has contracted you to do this.
Mm.
How far north?
I don't understand the question.
Well, north is a long.
It takes
North can be quite a long way.
for me to fly there. Takes one cycle of the sun.
Do you have a name of the person who contracted you?
No,
And where would you find them if you were to go back?
in an double checking. In the city near mountains, between the old forest and the mountains of ash.
Map time.
Just a reminder that if we can get a description of the person, I may be able to cast sending to them.
Can you? Okay. So between talking to it, I will be attempting to relay what I'm learning to everybody else. So, can you describe what the person looks like?
Your size, smaller, grey in skin, blue eyes, black hair, sad.
Good, so not crown.
I feel a female of its species.
Okay.
She looked odd for her species, though.
She looked what?
Odd.
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 Odd. How?
Like she had wandered too long under the sun or stayed too long in the ground.
Did this person happen to be named Arandis?
I will relay that question.
I don't know. She never gave a name. She summoned me from the sky, asked me to do a thing, get to the temple. And once I open the door to the temple, I am free.
Aron, if that is relayed to him, is going to very quietly say to Quarren, just, the creature is free if it opens the door to the temple, right? That doesn't necessarily mean that we have to wait for the person who it is contracted with to come by and get what's inside.
This is true. This is true.
For all they know, the temple was already empty and we had nothing to do with it.
I like how you think. Just out of curiosity, player, more question type deal. How long has this creature been here bonking away at the, cliffside?
It seems to have made a rather substantial hole in the wall, and if you were to get closer, you would see that there is a door visible through, like, it's not big enough for it to go through it, but a medium-sized creature could, like, crouch and get through the opening that it has made.
It's more of a is this a long contract or is it a recent contract? Is this person who made this request still in this area and still alive type deal, if that makes sense?
Judging by the damage to the walls, you can give me a survival check if you want.
I will clicky as soon as I find my character sheet.
Itchy head.
No, not itchy head. Clicky. Different verb.
No, itchy.
Let's see.
Hi, Boyd.
I mean, survival, I think. Okay.
Judging by the damage to the walls and the damage this creature can do, and the weather you've been passing through lately, it's been going at it for maybe a week or two.
Okay, so it's fairly recent, is what
Yeah,
I'm getting at. It's
fairly
not
recent.
This is a millennia type deal, you know.
Now it seems to be maybe a couple of weeks at most.
Can we see? We can see the door, right?
Yeah, like if you peer around this thing, you can see that there's a door opening in there.
So Oren's just going to go to Remus. I think it's Remus. Just ask it if I would go over there and open that door if its contract would be complete.
I relay the question. We love how the twins get to be telephones in this modern day and age.
The creature lowers its head and looks at you, Oren. And like when it lowers its head, you realize that from the underside of its chin to the top of its head, it's the size of Oren. And peers at you a little bit and says, I would call that contract complete, yes. A creature...
Oren just failed a wisdom save. He is going to try and pat those.
Swear, if this is 2 sessions running, that Oren gets electrocuted, that Terris's characters get electrocuted.
You try to pat it, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
What's
I'm
that
gonna
phrase
die.
again? It's electrifying.
That's an 18.
As you
Electric
touch
this
this
survival.
creature, for a brief moment, just mere seconds, you see eternity, Oren. It's every nerve ending is firing all at once. And you can taste colors.
Yeah.
And then
Wow.
you manage to step away just before your heart stops.
I'm not going to do that again. If you don't mind stepping aside, I will try and open that door for you.
Oren, why are you speaking a different language?
So if not, we have a very good door opener over here.
It moves slightly
potato.
to the side, like slithering back.
Now, where is this door?
It's down here.
I will attempt to open the door.
All right.
Question: is the door even locked?
The door is not locked.
It turns out it is a pull door instead of a push.
It
Foiled again.
resists slightly as you push at it. And I'm going to move you guys to the map that I prepared for it.
Huh.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Ooh. Wait, this looks a hell of a lot like the place that we had. It's not the same place, but it looks similar to where our Quetzal thingy is.
I see what you're saying.
Oh, I need to remove Mile from the map.
Bye, man.
And as you step through the door, Oren, is everyone else following?
I'm going to assume that
Yep.
begrudgingly so. Yeah.
Okay. And as you step through the door, you hear this huge thunder crack ring out all around, and you hear a shrieking of horses. And then a hail, like a torrential rain just down on top, and then nothing. And you hear cursing from the caravan people, and you hear yelling from Roland. Just, next time you do that, let us know. Blood. And you just hear from the ogres.
Right.
Something blew
Dragon
up for a
shards.
second there.
quickly.
So you're saying that I don't know what the creature that was, Thunder God, decided to leave?
Yes, it seems like its contract was fulfilled. And as you step through into this temple, long since abandoned and covered in growth, that is where we're gonna leave today, because we've gone
No,
over
never.
time.
I mean, not just that, but at the same time, it's like, yes, this is an mission, and let's just have a small detour into a fucking cave.
And
Hey,
just a heads
Oren
up,
needs a lot of gold.
and just a heads up for people watching, the horses are fine. They just got very spooked by the sudden thunderclap. No horses were killed in the making of this episode. They were just
Yeah,
very frightened.